Welcome back, fellow YouTubers. Wow. Planned on playing a lot more yesterday, but I made the mistake of going to the gas station to get a couple drinks. And I saw a bud up there. Not a real close friend, but anyways, it was his birthday, and he invited me back to his house for a drink, which turned into 12. And I came home around 9 o'clock, 10, and passed right the fuck out. So, epic fail on yesterday. Gonna try to make up for that slack today and do a nice 12-hour summoning upload shift. So, let's get started. Having that other bag of lightness is definitely going to help out here. As you can see, we're down to 74 out of 100 kilograms. I'm going to keep trying at these doors. This plate must be weighed down to activate the teleporter in teleportation control room. Alright, now we're back in the subterranean area. And this is, of course, where we're going to find Warmonger. We have some nasty fireball shooting statues here. Gonna want to cast Fire Shield, which I believe we've found that scroll already. Boom shakalaka. Also some bloodstone to help you. The key to getting past this door is very near. They weren't kidding. Behold the fate that awaits those eager to free the evil sword, Warmonger. Beware, gems are required to access this room. And there goes Rancor. Guess they do break without using the abilities. Just crushing these four-headed fucking snake statues. Crushing them. Alright, my fire shield wore off, so make sure you use some bloodstone or cast fire shield again. With the Fey rune, you get like a random object. Sometimes it's good, sometimes it's bad. I guess if you have the time and patience, you can just sit there and reload until you get, you know, a rune that increases your strength or whatever. Entirely up to you. I'm like straight up out of space now. We don't need this fucking mango. Woe to Boral, betrayed by his people and by his sword. All beware the sword, Warmonger, for it serves its own evil cause. The price of passage is very high indeed. There are 4 things for which we ask. Bring the precious things in order in which I ask. Only then shall I allow you to pass. A red ruby. A green emerald. A purple amethyst. A white pearl. There must be a statue somewhere here that has the white pearl. I'm not going to use my last one. We have plenty, actually. I think we have 2 or 3 pearls just sitting somewhere in the many bags that we hold. But one of these fuckers has it. See, when the fire shield runs out, don't get caught with your pants down. This room is freaking huge. pearl. I knew one of those green snake-headed fucks had it. Oh, another figurine of resurrection. We need that. Our last one didn't make it too long. Oh, a wizard staff. Alright. That hooks us up with spell point regeneration on the fly. Yeah, I wanted to at least get all the night levels done yesterday, but that didn't happen. That fire shield wears off. Keep an eye on it. Boom! Shakalaka! Looks like we gained a level and gained a hacking level. Whoa. Money, money, money! I don't even have room for this shit, man. I'm fucking tugged out. Alright, I tried to get something useful with the Feu rune, but I couldn't. Out of about 15 reloads, I got a Berkana rune. That was probably the nicest thing I got. And all that does is restore all the spell points. I was hoping to get something that would permanently increase my melee or magic, but neither one of those runes showed up. Fucking snake statues. We're gonna need that rune in a moment. A rusty blade is all you shall find until the price of blood is paid. Boom! Trying to kill all these guys for the experience. Great, this fucking asshole. Balthasar doesn't do shit for damage, but he sure has got a fucking ton of hit points. We're gonna use his punk ass body. But the blade remain imprisoned, for it shall be this world's undoing. Visibility. That's a good one to have. There's Warmonger. Rusted blade. It's also two-handed, so need to get rid of something here. I think that's pretty much it. Now, of course, you can get this sword at any point that you come down to this cavern. You can actually, we could have done it back in the White Knight domain. You just use the Gable rune and then the Thurazaz rune, and you can get Warmonger, the big rusted two-handed sword here. I get around to getting it whenever. We have plenty of time and plenty of blood to fulfill his wishes. Basically, the more enemies you kill, the more powerful the sword becomes. Right now, he's just a big rusted two-handed sword. That's all about to change. Giant goat turds of doom pervade my every which away. At every corner, every turn, there's a giant goat turd of doom striking me for 1 hit point. We need to get back to the Crimson Ladder, which is this last one up here. There are no bodies to feed our sword from previous levels. We fucking killed everything. It smells like shit and death. I think we need a magic wall here. Our magic walls are made of steel now. They're more powerful. This part of the dungeon can be a bit confusing. All these goddamn plates and shit. Aww. I don't really care for amulets in this game. I need some rocks or some bodies or some shit. See if we can get away with some magic walls. I should activate the teleporter back in the master teleporter room. I guess we'll have to go find out. Let's take the last teleporter, shall we? Getting very close to the Crimson Knight's lair now. And I think it's time to feed our sword for the first of many deaths. Here, birdie, birdie, birdie. Whack!
I am weak. I hunger for battle. Use me, GameHorder, and I shall make you powerful. Use me, and I will help you defeat the Dark Mage. Weak. So weak. I need sustenance.
A rusted blade, one that speaks to my mind. Never have I.
I am weak. I appear as a rusted blade only in my weakest state. I am Warmonger. Feed me, and I shall bring you glory. Feed me, and I shall help you.
Warmonger, the blade of legends, sword of Borel. I cannot believe.
Feed you? Battle, death. Use me to slay your enemies. I feed upon death. Anger shall own my edge. Blood shall remove this rust. In turn I shall nurture you, strengthen you. You need me.
Got a pretty quick attack rate with Warmonger, even though it is a two-handed sword.
You must continue to use me in battle, GameHorder. I need more sustenance. I am still weak. I can only help you defeat Shadow Weaver if I'm at the peak of my power.
You are an evil blade, Warmonger, and I am not your servant. I shall find another way.
No, you cannot. Spare me your noble words. What do you truly know of good and evil? There is a thin line between the two, my friend. Use me, GameHorder, and you need as much as I need you. There is no other way. You may see me as evil, but only I can help you save this world from the far greater evil.
I'm sure there is another way. Why do I need you, Warmonger?
Because only I can give you the hand movements needed to channel the mending spell. Whether you know it or not, you will still need this spell. And without me, you shall never have it.
Then give me this spell. I have already brought you to your normal state.
Ha GameHorder. I am still weak. I need you to fight with me to feed me. Each time I go in power, I shall give you one hand movement of the mending spell. Once I have attained my strongest state, I will give you the final hand movement. Then and only then will you have the ability to mend the Staff of Summoning. Use me to slay your enemies. Are they not evil? What does it matter whether you slay them with a normal sword or with me? I will rescue this world. Borel would have used me to save this world.
So be it, Warmonger. You may save the world, but once I have the spell,
Once you have the spell, you will dispose of me. I think that you will have need of me even then, GameHorder. I can feel them even now. The brothers of mine, Shadow Weaver conjured them from my own plane of existence. 2 of them, twin swords, and they guard the Black Mage's quarters. Only I will be able to get you past them. I cannot do this yet, for both of them are far more powerful than I. But when I am at the peak of my power, when I give you the last hand movement, I will be strong enough to persuade them to let us pass them.
Why must I get past them and enter the Shadow Weaver's quarters?
That is madness. I do not know how much you are aware of, GameHorder. Eventually you shall understand Shadow Weaver has a piece of the staff in his quarters. You are going to need that piece.
What do you know of Burrell?
A tragic hero of sorts. He was a good-hearted man, a weakness I always pointed out in him. Nonetheless, he understood my purpose as I understood his. There is still a mighty bond between Burrell and I.
Burrell is dead. How can there still be a bond between the two of you?
I am sure that you do not truly comprehend the workings of the universe. Such ignorance. When Burrell fell within the dark spire of the 3 gods, like all things, he moved on to another state of existence. I wish that I was in Burrell's hands now. Together, we would be so powerful. When no other came forth to meet the challenge of the 3 gods, war, magic, and intellect, Burrell left everything he loved behind, including his daughter, who was most dear to him.
Burrell had a daughter?
Aye, her name was Abigail, but she was not truly Burrell's daughter. No, she was born from the joining of her mother, Cheschantra, and the god of magic. I never told Burrell the truth, but I always knew, always suspected. It does not matter, for Abigail truly loved Burrell more than anything in this world, even life itself. So, she was so young when Burrell entered the tower and carried me into battle. He had almost completed the god's test, but fell in the final level, the level of the god of magic.
So Burrell almost succeeded.
He was a great warrior, very strong. The world placed blame upon him for their own misfortune. The gods are tired of this world and the man's follies. Burrell tried to save the world. In turn, his name was disgraced and dishonored. Abigail never did see her father again. She was very hurt. Thus was her hatred of this world and its people given birth. In the years to come, her hatred would only grow stronger. A truly sad story, one that should be forever sung by Bob throughout time.
And so we shall feed Warmonger, and continue to feed him, and feed him more. And feed and feed and feed, and feed the shit out of him. As you can see, Warmonger now does 60 damage. He only weighs 2 kilograms. He's a bad motherfucker. And we are going to give him lots of blood. That will be in the next video. Thanks for watching.